Hi guys, this is my first video. Okay, here I'm going to discuss about the basic structure of English language. Most of the good communicators sometimes speak very fluently, very lucidly, very easily, but sometimes they do silly mistakes in speaking in English. Here I'm going to discuss that basic framework of English language. So we will discuss here the basic thing that we must have learned in small basic classes, means in 6th 7th in nursery, or maybe not in nursery, actually in 5th or 6th classes we should be perfect in these all things. But actually sometimes we miss these all things at the very high level, so that's why I'm going to discuss it as my first video on YouTube. Okay, here we will discuss about these things. One, this is the tenses. These are tenses basically. Okay, the tenses means the time section on the timeline. We are always on the present, and what has been past is called past, and what will be in future, actually what is going on further, is the future section of time. The basically we divide timeline on three sections. The present section where we resides, the past section that we have lived, and the future section that we are going to have in future basically. Okay, so these are three sections of time. Now we're going to discuss about the sentence wise. Okay, so in sentence wise there are four kind of sentence that you can use in each tense. Number one, indefinite sentence. Actually these are the time section. Indefinite sentence means where the time is not defined. The continuous sentence, the perfect sentence, and the perfect continuous sentence. Actually, what is the basic meaning of these all things? Actually, in each sentence, each tense, we can say four kind of sentences. Number one, when the time is not defined, we can say such kind of sentences. And where the time is the current time, that time we use the continuous sentence. When the time has been passed a little bit earlier, then we are talking on, so that is the perfect. And wherever the thing is going on, and some section of the thing has been done, then we use the perfect continuous. We will understand it in better way. Okay, so suppose we have a sentence, a simple sentence like he practices law. Okay, I'm doing mistake in first sentence. He practice, not doing mistake, actually he practiced law. Suppose I have written practices, so suppose the sentence is he practiced law. So we have to go, this is the wrong sentence actually. Okay, we have to go from the indefinite. So we have to write he practices law, then in on continuous he's practicing law, and then in perfect he has practiced law, and then in perfect continuous he has been practicing law for 2 years. And now again, there can be four kind of sentences. Number one, affirmative sentence. Number two, negative sentence. Number three, interrogative sentence. And number four, interrogative negative sentence, and negative sentence. And in fifth we can say when we use what, how, when, where. Okay, these kind of words we use in interrogative sentence sometimes. Okay, so we will use one by one. Suppose we are we are concentrating on the present. uh, we are using on the we are using present indefinite, then continuous, then perfect, then perfect continuous. So what we are going to do, we will use one by one. Okay, so if you are talking about the indefinite sentence of present tense, then we'll say four sentences in such a way that, like, suppose if you use affirmative first. Affirmative is a straightforward sentence. Negative is a sentence where the negativity or denying position is there. Interrogative, wherever the question is being asked. Interrogative negative, whenever the question is being asked, but in a denial mode. Whenever the question is being asked in what, how, when, where form, the time the things will be different. Like in present indefinite tense, the sentence will be he practices law. S or es comes, he practices law. In continuous, he is practicing law. He has practiced law. In perfect tense, he has practiced law. And here it will be he has been practicing law for 2 years. Now in negative, in indefinite we'll use he. Just a minute, I'm using another tool actually. Okay, is yeah. Okay, so let me make it. Okay, in indefinite it will be he practices law. Okay, let me how to minimize it. Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me use another phone. Okay, I don't know how to do it. What is color picker? Okay, brushes, whatever. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to discuss one by one. In the affirmative, we have learned that in present indefinite we will use he practices law. In continuous we will use he is practicing law. In perfect tense we will use he had practiced law. And in perfect continuous he has been practicing law for 2 years. Now in negative sentence we'll use in present indefinite he does not practice law. In continuous he is practicing law. He has been practiced. He has practiced. Okay, we are going in negative. Okay, he does not practice law. He is not practicing law. He has not practiced law, and he has not been practicing law for 2 years. In interrogative, does he practice law in indefinite? And is he practicing law? Has he practiced law? And in perfect continuous, has he been practicing law for 2 years? In interrogative sentence, we'll use in indefinite, does he practice law? In continuous, is he practicing law? In perfect, has he practiced law? And in perfect continuous, has he been practicing law for 2 years? In interrogative negative, we will use in indefinite, present indefinite tense. We'll use does he not practice law? And in continuous, is he not practicing law? Perfect, has he not practiced law? Has he not practiced law? And in perfect continuous, has he not been practicing law for 2 years? And if you are using what, how, when, we can use what here. So if we are using what, then it will be what does he practice in law, and is he practicing law? What is he practicing in law? And what has he practiced in law? And what has he been practicing in law for 2 years? So this is all about basic things of one sentence. I just told in brief. If you want to learn more, I will capture another video. I'll record another video and then we'll see you. Okay, thank you. Bye.